Black nurse boards billionaire's jet by mistake. Now she's on a romantic trip in the Caribbean with him. Welcome, 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 my incredible family. Today we're diving into a story that sounds like it was ripped straight from a Hollywood rom-com. It's about a simple mistake that spiraled into a once-in-a-lifetime adventure, proving that destiny has a wild sense of humor and a knack for the most grand, unexpected gestures. You guys ready for some unexpected love? Trust me, you are. Our story begins with Nia. She's not some socialite, she's a nurse, okay? Her life is measured in heartbeats, hurried calls, and the quiet dignity of caring for others. Her days are structured, meticulously planned. So imagine this, she's exhausted, just trying to catch a flight to Barbados to be with her ailing aunt. A crucial surgery is waiting. She settles into her seat, a cheap, flimsy boarding pass clutched in her hand, the jet engines already whining to life. A low, powerful thrum vibrates through the plush leather. "This can't be right," she whispers to herself, to the universe, to anyone who might be listening. And that's when it happens. The cabin door hisses shut, sealing her fate, and a voice, deep, resonant, and dripping with authority, cuts through the hum from the doorway. "Excuse me," it says, "I believe you're in my seat." Nia's head snaps up, and who is standing there? Not just a man, but the man. Impossibly tall, undeniably commanding, Rice Montgomery. Yeah, that Rice Montgomery, the elusive billionaire whose face occasionally pops up in the business section of tabloids Nia never has time to read. Her cheeks flush a mortified crimson. This isn't just an awkward encounter, this is an epic level of wrong. She stammers, scrambling to reread her own boarding pass. Her heart drops into her stomach. Her flight, that budget red-eye to her aunt, was gate B4. This was gate B14, the same flight number, a simple, devastating digit error. "Oh my God," she breathes, the realization hitting her like a physical blow. I boarded the wrong jet." Rice, initially a titan of industry, watches her unravel, his expression unreadable, but Nia catches a flicker of something she can't quite decipher in his steel-gray eyes. The plane is already taxiing, folks, the point of no return. A silent, terrifying moment stretches between them, thick with the scent of expensive leather and Nia's own spiraling panic. Her ticket said Caribbean, but this wasn't her Caribbean, this was his. Can you even imagine that moment? One tiny mistake, one wrong digit, and suddenly your entire world is turned upside down, hurtling towards the unknown? It makes you wonder, doesn't it? What's the biggest accidental adventure you've ever stumbled into? Let me know in the comments below. I'm dying to hear your stories. Nia's mind is a whirlwind of frantic scenarios. "I need to get off," she insists, her voice tight with suppressed hysteria, clutching her small, worn carry-on like it's the only thing tethering her to reality. "This is a private jet, a mistake. I have to be in Barbados for my aunt's surgery by morning. There must be a way to turn back, to land." But Rice, the billionaire, simply raises an eyebrow. It's a gesture that conveys both ultimate authority and, weirdly, a hint of weary amusement. "Pilot doesn't stop for boarding errors, miss," he states, his voice calm, almost unnervingly so. "We're en route to St. Lucia, non-stop." His words are a steel trap closing around her. Nia feels a fresh wave of despair wash over her. Every fiber of her being screams to escape, to deny this absurd reality. She's not some socialite on a pleasure cruise. She's a nurse with responsibilities, a woman who meticulously plans her life. And this opulent cage, this glittering mistake, is the antithesis of everything she stands for. She glares at him, an accusatory fire in her eyes, as if his mere presence is complicit in her sudden, crushing misfortune. "This isn't happening," she mutters, sinking back into the seat, but her gaze darts around the luxurious cabin, a trapped bird sizing up its gilded cage. The initial shock slowly gives way to a strained, almost painful silence as the jet ascends, leaving Barbados and Naya's meticulously planned life far, far below. Reese, after a brief, curt instruction to his pilot, returns to his seat, directly opposite hers. He opens a sleek tablet, creating a technological barrier between them. But in the intimate confines of a private jet, there's only so much space. Naya tries desperately to ignore him, staring fixedly out the panoramic window at the expanding canvas of stars. But his mere presence is like a magnet pulling at her attention. Then her stomach growls, loudly, a mortifying protest against her forced composure. Reese looks up. That unreadable flicker is back in his gaze. He presses a button. A flight attendant appears as if from nowhere. "Miss," the attendant offers gently. Naya shakes her head, her pride a brittle shield. "I'm fine," she whispers, but her voice wavers, betraying the gnawing hunger and anxiety. Reese, without a single word, simply points to the untouched plate of gourmet food the attendant had placed before him. It's a gesture that's both imperious and, surprisingly, undeniably considerate. They are trapped together, whether she likes it or not, hurtling towards an unknown Caribbean destination. Hours pass in the silent hum of the engines. It's their only companion, until Naya finally breaks. Her resolve crumbles under the sheer weight of her predicament. "My aunt," she begins, her voice barely a whisper, eyes fixed on the condensation tracing patterns on the window. "She's all I have left. Her heart isn't strong, and this surgery, I promised I'd be there." She talks about growing up in a small, tight-knit community, how her aunt's unwavering support became her anchor after she lost her parents young. She talks about the sacrifices, the drive to become a nurse, fueled by a deep-seated need to heal, to prevent others from experiencing the kind of loss she knew. Reese listens. His tablet is forgotten. His gaze, unexpectedly soft. Then, quietly, almost reluctantly, he speaks. "My father died on a private jet." The sudden admission hangs heavy in the air. He doesn't elaborate, but that terse statement paints a vivid picture of a childhood shadowed by immense wealth and an equally immense private grief. It's clear that beneath the veneer of the untouchable billionaire lay a raw, unhealed wound, a shared echo of loss that briefly, unexpectedly, bridges the massive chasm between them. And that, my friends, is the magic moment. The shared whispers of grief, the unexpected vulnerability, they crack open something fragile and beautiful between them. Reese, for the first time, sheds his corporate armor. He reveals a man burdened by insane expectations and a profound, solitary existence. He speaks of the relentless pressure, the constant fear of failure, the crushing emptiness of success without genuine connection. Naya, listening, no longer sees a billionaire. She sees a lost soul, much like the patients she cares for every day. And she, in turn, finds herself confiding in him about the burnout, the quiet loneliness that often accompanies her demanding profession, and the deep, personal satisfaction she finds in those small, everyday acts of kindness. They even share a meal, not the untouched gourmet fare, but simple sandwiches the flight attendant magically finds. And for a few precious hours, that opulent jet becomes a bubble of shared humanity. They laugh, a genuine, unforced sound that surprises them both at the sheer absurdity of their situation. Naya, looking at him, actually thinks perhaps fate isn't always cruel. It's a moment of fragile peace, a glimpse of what could be, wrapped in the soft glow of the cabin lights. But then, St. Lucia appears below, a dazzling emerald jewel in the sapphire sea. The landing is smooth, yes, but the abrupt halt shatters their fragile truce. Reality crashes back hard. "My aunt," Naya gasps, the memory of her primary mission flooding her with renewed panic. "I have to get back." Reese's jaw tightens. He offers solutions, a private plane, a direct transfer, anything. But a deep-seated fear of relying on anyone, especially a man of his stature, flares within Naya. She sees his offers as a handout, a power play, not genuine concern. "I don't need your charity," she snaps, her voice sharp with pride and exhaustion, pushing away his outstretched hand. The words hang between them, bitter and cold, destroying the nascent bond they'd forged just moments before. Reese recoils, his face shutting down, the billionaire's mask falling back into place with a chilling thud. "As you wish, miss," he says, his voice flat, devoid of the warmth they had just shared. "Consider your onward journey arranged." The unspoken message is clear, stinging. You made your choice. Naya stands on the tarmac, the humid Caribbean air suddenly heavy, oppressive. She watches as Reese's jet powers up, preparing for its next leg, a silent, solitary giant against the vast sky. Her phone, now with signal, buzzes with missed calls, urgent updates about her aunt. She had made it to the Caribbean, but at what cost? Had she chosen pride over help? Had she pushed away a genuine connection when she needed it most? She remembers the unexpected softness in Reese's eyes when he spoke of his father, the shared laughter over those simple sandwiches. A wave of regret washes over her, chilling her despite the tropical heat. Was it too late? Could she fix this, not just for her aunt, but for the unexpected loneliness that had settled in her own heart? Just when she thinks all is lost, a sleek black car pulls up. The driver, a polite local, opens the door. "Miss Naya?" he inquires. "Mr. Montgomery arranged for your immediate transfer. A private medical flight is waiting to take you to Barbados. And," he adds, a small smile playing on his lips, "he asked me to give you this." He hands her a small, elegant card. It's not a business card. It's a simple piece of stationery with a single handwritten word. Call. No number, just the word. An echo of their shared vulnerability, an invitation, a second chance. Looking up, Naya sees Reese's jet as just a speck in the sky, heading out over the vast expanse of the ocean. But the lingering warmth of his gesture, the choice he had offered her, settles deep in her heart. She smiles, a real smile, feeling the warmth of hope, of unexpected love, of recovery. "This journey has been completely unexpected," Naya muses to herself, stepping into the car, feeling a lightness she hadn't known minutes before. And isn't that just it, my online family? Sometimes the biggest detours, the most baffling mistakes, lead us exactly where we need to be, teaching us about connection, about love when we least expect it. It's about finding hope in the unlikeliest of places. Now, I want to hear from you. Have you ever had a mistake, a complete accident, lead you to something wonderful, something transformative, or perhaps to an unexpected love? Share your thoughts and your wildest stories in the comments below. We all need to hear them. If this story touched your heart, if it made you believe in a little bit of magic, then don't forget to smash that like button. Hit subscribe if you haven't already, and join our incredible family for more stories that ignite the soul. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.